Good evening, folks. Welcome into round number 4 of the Nitro Concepts. Nitro Concepts LMU Pro Season 0.5. It's going to be a quick run through of things so far. Apologies for the slightly later start. The mix up in the schedule. Why won't this work? There we go. We are, of course, here, as I say, for the LMU. And it is round number 4 this evening. We've had Spa, Imola, Portimao so far. We've got Silverstone and Le Mans still to come. The drivers vying for one of these 3 top prizes: the Immersion Win Bundle for P3, a Legend Gaming Chair Silver Edition for P2, and a €500 voucher for Thrustmaster on the Case King website. Phenomenal prizes up for grabs. Last time out in the hypercars at Portimao. Let's make this a bit bigger, shall we? There we go. It was Ayamulo with another race win. Gamble joining him on the podium, with Erkan finishing in the middle of the two of them. Muller and Cedar rounding out the top 5. The cars are in quali, so we will jet through this. And in the GT3s, it was Josh Crockett taking the top spot, with Rob Spleen in 2nd and Jan Ruchel finishing in 3rd place. And that is not the one we're looking for. This is the one we're looking for. My apologies. That was the race for the stewards. There we go. It was Kempsall that was on the top spot. Naxtirasvili in 2nd, and Mark Sidoric finishing in 3rd place. As far as the standings go, in the hypercars, it is Gamble that is leading the way ahead of Ulrich and Roth. De Campo in 4th, Cedar in 5th. Michi Hoyer up to 7th place after a couple of races. Gagel and Giancaloa inside the top 10, along with Nicholas Davis. And in the GT3s, it is Naskdasvili who is leading the way. Sidoric in 2nd, and Bezier in 3rd ahead of Kinsel and Noah Eder in 5th position. As I say, the drivers are already out on track. And for some reason, we're not seeing them. Bear with me a moment. Ah, okay. That's good of you. Perfect, there we go. So that is actually up and running. Nice one. Yes, so the drivers, as I say, out on track. Let me just get the data up as well. There were a lot of data that we've got on the screen, I think. Let me just... There we go. Perfect. Again, apologies for the late tardy start. I was completely caught in the hop, but my own fault entirely. The drivers are done with qualifying. Let's see if we can't bring this back up. Perfecto. We'll get a look at the qualifying results. Let's see, Arda Erkin, it looks like he's taken a top spot in the hypercars, and Paul Lobmeyer taking a top spot in the GT3s. Time is up for them at the moment. That's still showing. There we go, yes, so let's get the quality results up before I go into full meltdown. And I think that is incorrect. Yeah, bear with... use those results in a moment. I've really made a mess of this one, folks. My apologies hugely. Absolutely one of those days. How is everyone's Christmas going? Jump in the chat. I know it's usually quiet in the English chat, but jump in. Let us know what you're getting, what you're going to be doing for Christmas. How much are you going to miss? LFM while we're away. Yep, that's just really not having it. Yeah, no, I've completely broken something. Goodness gracious me. Not a good start. Not a good start so far. The racing will be absolutely on point as usual, thankfully. There we go, there we go. The drivers, it looks like they are on their formation lap. Let me get my controls up, goodness me. Oh no, we've still got some of the cars in the pits, but we do have some cars out on track as well. Excellent. We'll jump over and get a look at them. Right, yep, overlays are broken. Yeah, we'll have sound in a moment. The cars are... Oh, let me just check. We should... Yes! Yes, we will have sound in a moment. Apologies, I'm just having some technical issues in the background here, trying to get everything up and running. I think I've just about done so. No, we seem to have... right, Memory Slabs has completely disappeared. Yeah, we're going to be underway any moment as soon as we are. Well, that looks like the green lights, and we are off and running as ENG getting an absolutely solid start up at the front of the field. In fact, all of the hypercars getting a very good start. Mitchie Hoyer looking to go defensive. Dario Mulo having to go defensive as well, but they've gone 2 by 2 into the first chicane. Oh, and we've got the race leader Oh no, sorry, is that Hoyer? No, it is Erkan up at the front of the field. We'll say the GT3s are getting on into the first chicane. It looks like they've all made it in there and through again fairly successfully. Nicely done indeed. Not much changing going on apart from Jonas Warner up at the front of the field. He's got himself up 3 positions. In fact, he's just been overtaken by Kobe Chan. Oh, and he finds himself running wide. He's going to lose most of those positions. More gravel coming up through the second chicane. We're going to get GT3s joining in there pretty soon as well. Let's see if we can get some, there we go, higher camera angle. Race leaders. Yeah, good solid start for Erkan and Hoyer. That's where they qualified with Iron Mulo. Holding on to third as well. Then it's Warner and Gielhood. They've both made up 3 places. Looking for more changes into Ascari potentially. No moves being made there. A couple of moves going on in the GT3s as they come into Ascari. That's a lot of 3s, Mr. Cameraman. Well, let's keep an eye on this. I'll get the try and get the telemetry up on screen. Oh my, again, apologies, never complain or explain the same, but yeah, huge apologies. We are back up and running. We've got some on-screen telemetry as well, even, but the racing has gotten away from us a bit up at the top of the field as it's getting away from Hoyer and Ayumulo at the moment. These two are still pretty close, but Erkan squeezing himself about a second of a gap over the two of them so far. Almighty close in the GT3s up at the front. There was Bisser chasing down Lobmeyer as they head once again into turn number 1. It's Lightning McQueen who's going to need to be like Lightning. Oh, he's getting followed heavily out of turn number 1 there. That's Mitchie Hoyer. There is Bisser. They've got the Porsche of Joseph Teufel just behind them. Championship leader Naskidas Vili still hanging on to this group as well. He finds himself up in 4th position in his Mighty Mustang, tearing into turn number, or into the second chicane, sorry. Absolutely all over the place today. But yes, the top 4 there, still pretty close. Few cars have been into the pits, in fact. Elise Silver hasn't finished. Eichenberger in after an early incident. The drivers have hoped to spend as little time in there as possible. We've got an hour and 15 minutes left to go. So they will be into the pits at one point or another. There's Erkan just setting the fastest lap with a 35.7, so no slips he made for him. But he's still pulling away from the rest of the hypercars with Ayumulo and Hoyer. The only two really giving any kind of chase at the moment. So yeah, this is the top 3, and they've got 3 seconds back to the chasing pack, so they really are carving out a big gap. Much similar, or yeah, slightly similar in the GT3s. We've got Kalkov, who is still chasing, still within this group up at the top. He's only a couple of tenths behind Koifel and Naskadashvili, as Lobmeyer sets the fastest lap for the GT3s, 51.059. As they all head into turn number 1, it looks like a side-by-side. Naskadashvili's got the move done there. He's got himself ahead of Koifel. Very nicely done. Out of Parabolica and into the first chicane. He gets that one done. Let's see if he can catch up to the 2 ahead, and if this is going to stop or sort out their battle. In fact, Bessir, yep, still within half a second, so he is still chasing fervently at the moment. Much like Ayamulo, headlights on for the drivers. A bit of restricted visibility for them in the night race. We've got some serious racing going on down the pack as well. We've got a little three-way little battle going on with Fabian Roth bang in the middle. This Erkan setting another fastest lap. Oh, and I tell you what, that's no middle for Diddle there. He's gone on the inside through Parabolica, and he's made a very nice move there. Has Roth, he's got himself ahead of Gottschalk, who could find himself behind Gilhud as well as they come down at the first corner. It's going to be a three-way battle into the first chicane. It is Roth that's got the lead. No, it's not Roth that's got the lead. Gilhud slingshots past the both of them, gets on the brakes, gets the car turned, no problem at all. And in fact, Fabian Roth loses. Oh, every Gottschalk's gone the wrong way. Roth was about to lose 2 positions that he'd gained. But he is still running, and Gottschalk ends up right dead last in the hypercar, so that's not worked out well for him at all as he drops down. We'll go back to some GT3 action as well. We've still got the Porsche Koifel involved in action, but it's Kalhoff who is now trying to take the position. Let's see what the long-legged Lexus can do along this start-finish straight. The Porsche, not the quickest at the top end. So I would expect the Lexus to get close, which is not, so there we go. He's not got anywhere near close enough. He don't, well, not to get the overtake done anyway, he certainly keeps it close. Wow, so much quicker through the corner there. Koifel losing a whole lot of time. Absolutely not what he was looking for through there. Ayamulo is still chasing Michi Hoyer, who are still both chasing Erkan, who is setting fastest laps just for fun now. He's 2.4 seconds ahead. He is absolutely destroying the rest of the field. And in the first chicane, you can see that is a healthy gap that he's got between the 2 cars battling behind them. They're just going to keep dragging one another along as we've got Warren Bischoff, and Deschamps having themselves a bit of a battle through the first corner. It's Bischoff that's come out on top at the moment. He's got himself the inside line, and yeah, through we go through turn number 2. Very nicely done. Into the second chicane. He's going to be under all kinds of pressure though. Kobe Chan. Lucas Cedar is a little bit back on this. Oh, as they go side by side through that second chicane, a bit of door banging, a bit of gravel picked up, and that, as predicted, is that's Lucas Cedar. Oh, he's getting involved, and that is very close. Oh, and a bump draft on the corner exit there, manages to save the car on the curb. All that's doing is letting Bischoff make hay while the sun isn't shining. Ow, that is almost sideways as well. They've done well to hang on to that, to be fair. That was very close. Yeah, Erkan, Hoyer and Ayamulo, they're still flying. Warner now finds himself with a good gap. So too Bischoff. He's only just got that overtake done, and he has nailed himself a 2-second gap over Deschamps and Cedar, who are still going side by side. In fact, Cedar, oh no, it's Kobe Chan, my apologies, it's Kobe Chan that's just lost the position there to Cedar. Gabor Por now getting himself involved as well. Good stuff. We've got a 4-way battle going on in the GT3s now as well. We've got Lobmeyer, Bessir, Naskadashvili and Kalhoff. All very close. In fact, Joseph Koifel still within 6 tenths. So he's not too far down on this group. Florian Hammerl, fresh from his exploits in the race for the Stewards, he finds himself currently in 8th position. He's got his Merc chasing down a BMW as the hypercars are starting to interact. Let me see if I can't put my Excellent. Right, yeah, a couple of cars have retired to the pits. Let's keep an eye on the battle for the lead in the GT3s, because I tell you what, Becer is absolutely being hurried along by Nascadashvili. Still no mirrors on internal cameras, unfortunately not, but we'll stick with this and see how they get on through the next few corners. It's Nascadashvili, the championship leader that we're on board with at the moment, coming through Parabolica. He qualified in 6th position tonight. He's already made up 3 spots in the opening 12 minutes, and he's just set the fastest lap of the race. Catching up, there goes the hypercars. Oh, and he's gone from the inside. That's a big send from way downtown. How has he managed to avoid contact there? I tell you what, that's all about Becer on the inside avoiding contact. He almost caught Lobmeyer in the rear. And I think he's going to get the job done on the Lexus. Lexus moving way over to the right. He's now squeezing it. Ah, okay, yep, blue flag coming through as well. Nascadashvili, as more hypercars are coming through as well. They're living absolutely on the edge, but it is the edge of the top spot now for Nascadashvili. Oh, he finds himself in a battle again. Oh, and he's run over the curves here. That might be a little slap on the wrist from the track, from the in-game stewards. And that's Kalhoff, who's now right on the back of this battle as well. He's been dragged right into this one, whether he wanted to or not. And you can see absolute full door banging going on as another hypercar comes through. Oh, an inadvertent touch in the rear as they all check up to let the car through under blue flags, which they do. More blue flags waving, so there's more cars on their way. Kalhoff flashing his lights. He is unhappy at what's going on before, as oh, and here we go, more flashing lights as the Ferrari hypercar goes round the outside, up the inside of Ascari though. Is he going to make this one stick? I think Kalhoff is most likely to get the overtake done here as the two ahead keep on battling. Nascadashvili still in 3rd place, with Becer in 2nd, but you can see no momentum out of Ascari. They're all going to single file as more of the hypercars come through. A 3-way battle with them as well. That is Deshant Cedar and Kobe Chan. Oh, and that's a massive run deep, and it is going to be Kalhoff that gets an overtake, but it is also going to be Nascadashvili. He makes his way up to 2nd place. More hypercars coming through, more lights flashing. We can see there is Becer now in 4th position with Joseph Koifel behind him still. He's dropped 3 positions since the race started. Clemens Kienzl in the Lexus, he's up 3 places on where he started. So too in Chauste. He's up 4 places in fact, so an incredible start there for him. We saw a lot of hypercars looking close. No one close to Erkan though. That's him now clear 3 seconds ahead of Hoyer in 2nd place. A lot of gravel being kicked up there by Michi Hoyer, and Dario Iamilo will be looking to take advantage of that. These two 3 seconds behind 1st, but they're 6 seconds ahead of 4th, so plenty of time for them to duel away and just concentrate on the battle between the two of them. Although whatever strategy call they're making at the moment, it does look like it's letting the leader run away with it. Yeah, 35.4 for his fastest lap. 35.7 and 35.9 for the 2 cars on screen. That's him through Parabolica once again. We've got more battles going on in the GT3s as the hypercars come through. It brings the 3s nice and close together. Oh, and it's all kinds of chaos out of Ascari. Absolutely love to see it. Oh, and he's going for it again. Is Kalhoff going to get the move done? Is Nascadashvili going to be able to hold on to 2nd place for much longer? Koifel at the back of this group as well. Nascadashvili, he's got a solid little train of cars behind him. And it's actually Becer who's looking to get himself back up onto a podium spot now that he's been moved down to 4th. Kalhoff getting ahead of him. Koifel is still hanging on the back of this group, and Kienzl as well, still keeping pace with the cars ahead of him. Down in 10th place. There we go there, Kim Plankin. Very close to Rennie Felder. Plankin has made up 4 spots since we've started, and he's within half a second off Felder, so that could be an overtake brewing there fairly shortly. We've got a solid four-way battle still though for podium positions in the GT3, so we'll jump back there and keep an eye on this. And they are, Nastiasvili is now what, a second behind Lobmeyer. 7/10 quicker a lap, yeah, he's about 7/10 a lap quicker, so he is going to be very close by the time we get to the end of this one. Was Michi Hoyer sets the fastest lap in the hypercars, 35.3, so half a tenth quicker, or almost a tenth quicker, sorry, than Erkan. And he's got himself a couple of yeah, Yamulo still half a second. In fact, those two are getting close. That's in the braking zone at turn 1, I think. Out of turn 1. Wow, we're already through and out again. Let's see what the GT3s have got for Parabolica this time. Nastiasvili still sitting at a second, in fact. So Lobmeyer, Lightning McQueen, he's all green on the sectors there, so he's putting in an absolute solid lap. Just as I say, that sector 3 is down on his personal best time, but he's just done 50.782, half a second slower than Nastiasvili, who did a 50.2. Kalhoff still in third place. Bashir follows him out all over those curves in the middle. The cars do manage to survive as Koifel. There's Koifel in the Porsche. Oh, that's Kinsel, my apologies. There's Koifel in the Porsche, still at the back of the group. Still sitting at 6/10 behind. Bashir is getting close into the second chicane, but it's not going to be close enough for a move unless he goes full suicide scent here, which, yeah, no, didn't think he would. And Naskidasvili, keep butchering that, apologies. He is within, he was within half a second of Lobmeyer. Those two are getting very close indeed. We could see a change in lead there. More positions under threat in the hypercars. It's Kobe Chan trying to get his way past Robin Deschamps. Chan keen to get some positions back. He's down 3, starting in 4th place. Finds himself down in 7th position, but he does not find himself down on top end speed into the first chicane as he sends it up the inside. All the slipstream. He's got himself onto the apex, onto the curves, but it is going to be Deschamps that holds on to the position for the moment. This surely bringing Lucas Sider into the battle as well. Yep, I would definitely say so. Chan still trying to get the Aston Martin past. Ayamulo still trying to get past Michi Hoyer as well. Mateo De Campo as well. So a terrible start to the race. We'll just catch up on there. I know we missed the quality at the start, but he qualified in 5th position. Now finds himself in the Porsche, down into 10th place. So the race has not started the way he would have planned. And he is going to be on quite the comeback. A solid pit strategy as well. He's going to get himself back up to 5th. Just looking to see who got the closest. Now he's got a good run on the way at the Scary there. The Porsche absolutely lightning fast. Oh no, he's not quite got his nose in front. Nicely over the curves there. And the camp, all he's done is bring Gielhood in. He's 3 places down. We saw the battle he was involved in, so he's actually making back places at the moment, and quite the comeback he is on, it's safe to say. And he is closer to De Campo than De Campo is to Por ahead of him. Now this is going to be a solid one into the first chicane. Now Gielhood just running a little bit wider there. Now he'll be hoping for a nice big slingshot into turn 1. Let's see what he can get done. A lot of gearing down right at the end there. You can hear the engine massively revving, all that engine braking, bringing the car to a stop. The two ahead are going to extend that gap ever so slightly. Yep, done and dusted there. Right, let's get back to the GT3s, because the race lead is absolutely under threat here. It's been Lobmeyer that's led from the start. He qualified in 1st place and has been running there ever since, but championship leader Naskidashvili is certainly looking to take that spot from him. Kalhoff just runs a bit deep, but luckily for him, the 2 cars behind him managed to do the same, so he should be okay come the end of the straight. We'll see what Lobmeyer Oh wow, that Mustang got a good run through Parabolica, and along the start-finish straight, that is barely even a contest. He's trying to squeeze him onto the inside of the BMW, try and make it as difficult on the brakes as he can, but yeah, he does move back over to the left to make it as easy for himself as possible, and that is Naskadashvili, who makes it up into the top spot. 21 minutes and 11 laps it's taken him, but that is up from 6th to 1st. That is an incredible run for Naskadashvili. We'll see if he can run away with it up at the front, or if Lobmeyer and the group can keep up. Oh, just as that's happened, it looks like Bischoff has got the overtake done. He has indeed. So that is Bischoff back up to 4th place. Or up to 4th place, sorry. So yeah, he started in 9th position. What a run Bischoff has been on. There he is there. Up into 4th. We've still got Arda Erkan, who's absolutely destroying the rest of the field in these hypercars. Michi Hoyer has got the fastest lap of the race, but has got 2nd place. He's got Ayamilo now 7/10 behind them, so the two of them are starting to separate ever so slightly. The interactions with the traffic coming thick and fast. Flashing lights from all concerned, keeping everybody completely up to date with what's going on. Let's see, Warner still on the back of Bischoff. They're flashing another GT3 car, Matteo De Campo. That was the other one I was going to look in on. There we go, cameraman keeping up. He's got himself, yeah, still behind 4 with Yilhun behind him also. He's having a look, no, too far back. Too far back into Ascari. De Campo is going to cool his jets just through there. We'll see if he can do through Parabolica, because that's a good exit he's got from Ascari. The sound of his engines, absolutely incredible. Oh, I tell you what, the Porsche much better on the brakes than the Parabolica. Can he use that to his advantage on the exit? Well, Ayamilo looking to do so as well by the look of it. No, he doesn't manage to get it done there. Oh, we've got all kinds of chopping and changing here in the GT3s. That looked like... Oh, is that a blue flag Mercedes? Oh no, Eichenberger just making his way through. There looked like a lot of change. Was that Florian Hammerl? It did look like Florian's car was going a bit slow there. I wonder if he was just letting some some hypercars through. But that was quite a close group. Council and Koifel. Those two now brought very close together with Bessier and Kalhoff as well, in fact. So Kalhoff, using the hypercars coming through to his advantage, stays with the 710. Bessier closing in as well, and Koifel back to 5th position. So he's still looking for an improvement there and chasing down Dario Ayamilo. Hasn't given up the hunt for Michi Hoyer either. He's got that back down to 4/10 of a second. So no messing about from Ayamilo at this phase of the race. He is keen to get up to 2nd. The top 3, of course, in the hypers, all running exactly where they started. So great start to the race for all 3 of them. We did get the sound fixed. Excellent. So let's move that over there, and there we go. Ayamilo, who's it? Oh, Warner as well. He is got Bischoff still just ahead of him as more of the hypercars filter through the GT3 field. Koifel there, almost able to get an overtake out of the first chicane, but couldn't quite make it stick there. Yeah, using the traffic, it's absolutely top skill set required in these races, as you can imagine. So yeah, 3/10 there. Council still 3/10 back as well. Koifel now fully in the middle of these two. It's going to be a tricky one for the Porsche to try and keep up with what's going on with these two cars around them as ahead. Oh, once again with the blue flags, hypercars. Look at the pace difference. Sails it up the inside before they even get to the corner exit. He's got the car past. Phenomenal stuff. Who else was I checking up on? Yeah, we can keep an eye on Ayamilo, of course. 3/10 of a second on the way out of Ascari, 2/10 of a second, and 10th and a half. Is he going to find himself making a move into Parabolica? He's certainly Being shown the inside line, and the outside line, and he takes it. But as Mitchy Hoyer just looking to counter the move straight away, he runs much wider out of parabolic, looking to get as much momentum as he can, and he really has. That's an absolute slingshot for Mitchy Hoyer out of the last corner into the first chicane. He's got the car back up the inside. He's going to hold it onto the apex. Ayamulo's going to have the apex on the way out of the corner. He will therefore have drag position, and he's going to hold on to second place. So they have finally swapped position. 16 laps in. Another 16 laps will absolutely fly by in these cars. We'll see if Ayamulo is still there. Into the second chicane. Hoyer again. Getting those phenomenal corner exits. Oh, and he's almost forcing the issue there. One goes left, one goes right. They both end up off the track on the wrong side of the sausage cars. It's Hoyer that stays in third place. Ayamulo stays in second position. This looks like the top battle on track at the moment. Koifel and Kunsel. Kunsel now up to fifth. So he has got himself past the Porsche, so that is a phenomenal drive for him. But we will keep an eye up on the hypercars. Oh no, 7/10 of a gap. So yeah, Ayamulo. He's timed that absolutely perfectly to get the overtake done. You can see that is a decent gap that he's got. Arda Erkan. If we want to talk about having a decent gap up at the front, Erkan in the BMW, absolutely the man for the job at the moment. He's going to cross the line with another 1 minute 35.4. That is absolutely incredible consistency. Only 700ths of a second separating his previous 2 lap times, which is absolutely wild. Gabor Poor requesting a pit stop. I don't think it's going to be on this lap, but that is an early jaunt into the box if he comes in on the next one. That's only going to be 16 laps in, 17, 18 laps in. And more importantly, it's only going to be about 30 minutes in. Yeah, he's going for a long final stint. Let's see. Kalkhoff is looking closer on the time, and Council as well is now catching up to Bassier. So Bassier started in third, down to fourth, and is now being closed in on, and Council clearly got the patience required to get the job done. He was behind Koifel for quite a few laps. Oh, we've got another blue flag, this time a GT3 car. Completely pulling over there. Is that Eichberger, I believe, in 13th? Yes, it is. Tim Zupan down in 12th. Hugh Winters just ahead of him, so there's a battle going on here as well for 11th position. Plankin still behind Felder. Felder doing a good job fending him off. These two have been going at it as well, and we've also got Florian Hamel, who is involved in a battle as well. He's got Enchaiste ahead of him. We'll see what the Merc can do. Oh, Dario Ayamulo, now that he's been released, it would seem, from the clutches of Mitchy Hoyer's rear spoiler, he's went and set the fastest lap of the race with a 35.3. Ayamulo, though, beats the previous fastest lap with a 35.3 himself. Half a tenth quicker, or a tenth and a half for Ayamulo, half a tenth quicker for Hoyer than Arda Erkan. So these two now both moving slightly quicker than Erkan. Not that he'll be two-faced. He's got a 5.5 second cushion there. We are 30 minutes into the race, so we're close to the halfway mark. Gabor Poor has requested a pit stop. So far, we've only had one car come into the pits and make his way back out again. That is Josef Eichberger down at the back of the field. Let me just see. Well, 51 seconds he was stationary for, so there was a fair bit of work going on. It shows you how dark it is out on track as well, actually. Not the easiest for the drivers, especially around here. So Erkan 5 seconds ahead of Ayamulo, who's now at 1.3 seconds ahead of Mitchy Hoyer. So those 16 laps behind, they certainly do look like they were slowing him up ever so slightly. He is absolutely tearing along that start-finish straight now, with another 1:35.3. And in fact, the lap that Ayamulo set, not quite quicker than his own fastest, but it is quicker than the fastest lap set by any other hypercar. So he's got the 2 fastest laps of the race so far, and he's just set them back to back. Oh, yep, Erkan is going to be eternally grateful that 6-second gap was there when Ayamulo got the job done, but it's already down. It's coming further and further down. Erkan out with the second chicane, it's dropping down to 5 seconds. Wow, Ayamulo is absolutely moving. Geelheed as well, he has got his top gears on. He's got DeCampo still ahead of him. These two now only 1.8 seconds down on Lucas Schneider. Sider, sorry, so they'll both be looking to catch up there. Oh, Naskidashvili setting the fastest lap in the GT3s with a 150.010. Lobmeyer sets a personal best of 50.5. Kalhoff stays within 3/10 of his personal best with a 50.7, and Becerra with a 50.5. Kienzl with a 50.2. So they're all lapping right on top of one another, and it's leaving Koifel behind ever so slightly, 50.7. He is the slower out of the top 6 at the moment. Wow, Ayamulo again. Even with the traffic, a 35.2. He is getting quicker and quicker and quicker, and that gap is less than 5 seconds up to the front. 1:35.5 for Erkan and for Hoyer. 35.2 for Ayamulo. He is chipping away. Chipping away. Gabor Por hasn't been in the pits as yet, has stayed out for another lap, maybe a bit of mind games or just on standby as and when you need it. Let's see what's going on with the GT3s, because Kalhoff is still under pressure from Becerra, and Kienzl still keeping the pressure on Becerra as well. As you can see, very close little group still. So certainly outside the top spot, because Naskidashvili, the championship leader, absolutely doing championship things. He has got himself 1.7 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. That is not bad going, considering he started down in 6th place, like the McQueen, also known as Paul Lobmeyer. He's going to cross the line in 2nd place. Is he going to cross the exit of turn number 1 in 2nd place, though? That is the big question, because he is being hunted down once again by Alexis. He's going for a big send so much later on the brakes. No, yeah, I didn't think he was going to be able to hold the track limits there. Does run off, and he's going to have to let Lobmeyer through. Yep, redress the position so as to avoid punishment, but punishment can take many forms, and you're going to lose the position anyway, because here comes Kalkov. All that momentum that he carried perfectly out of the first chicane, that is going to hold him in very good stead going into the second. And in fact, Kienzl might look to get himself involved in this one as well. He is not quite close enough there, but that is another position confirmed down for Kalhoff. He's got the fastest lap of the races, Kalhoff, with a 1:50.004. Naskidashvili with a 50.010. So 6 thousandths between the lap time. Kalhoff, despite setting that fastest lap there, losing 2 positions, far too much momentum into the first chicane, caught him on the escape road on the way out, and that is Lobmeyer will be very grateful indeed for a little mistake by his competitor, because it's given him a good bit of breathing space into Ascari and beyond, and it's also given a whole lot of work for Becerra, Kalhoff and Kienzl to now do to get themselves separated as they head towards Parabolica on lap number 19. 5 minutes away from the halfway mark. Still only been one car in the pits. There is race leader. Oh, nice attempt there by Kalhoff. Has he got this one absolutely nailed though? Nope, out of the last corner it is Becerra. That did still get a good enough exit to hold it across the start-finish line. Can he do it into turn number 1? We've seen what the Lexus can do on the brakes already. But this is Lexus v Lexus as the hypercar goes past. We'll jump on board, jump onto the helicam and see if you can make it move up the inside. Not really violently on those curves again. That's going to rob you of your momentum, and it's going to bring Keitel very much into contention very quickly indeed. More lights flashing, more blue flags. Here comes Ayamulo. Oh no, sorry, that's Michi Hoyer, my apologies. That's Hoyer going through. Ayamulo has already made his way through. Chopping and changing, side by side attempt, but it looked like he was thinking about it. Wasn't quite close enough though. Council for Fisher, he's got a very good view of this. Gabor Por has come into the pits, so that is our first driver in for a pit stop. 43 minutes left of the race. That puts Jacola up to 14th, Gagel up to 13th. Gottschalk is still in 12th position, down 2 after that big battle with Roth being the main gainer outside the top 10. Gielhood still behind Matteo De Campo at the moment, but he is right behind him. He is keeping him as honest as the day is long. So too Ayamulo up at the front, or up in second place, certainly in the hypercars. Erkan now 4.5 seconds, 35.8. Ayamulo with an invalid lap on the last one, he's just on a 36.1. So he's lost a bit of pace there through the traffic. Time at least. Oh, and Hoyer coming at the pits, or he's requested a pit stop. So he'll be coming in next few, and yeah, rightfully so actually, 16% energy left. So not the largest of pit windows around here for the drivers because of all of the straights. That's a lot of energy that they need to use. We'll see if anybody tries to do anything funky on the tyres. See if anyone comes out with a soft. But a few soft runners last time out. So again, yeah, we'll see if anyone decides to do anything on this one. Yeah, so we'll see if Michi Hoyer, when he comes in, and if Ayamulo then answers. He's actually got less energy than Hoyer, and Erkan has got even less than both of them. So yeah, the BMW is fairly going through it. The Cadillac still holding strong. Bischoff, another Cadillac runner, he's down to 13% as well, so they are starting to get a bit lower. And Ayamulo, his fuel might be getting lower, but so are the lap times. 35.201. The gap is now, well, we've got an equilibrious gap of 3.5 seconds all the way through the chicane. Yep, just jiggling about, 4 seconds front, 3 seconds back. But yeah, Ayamulo has made some phenomenal gains over Hoyer since getting past. Hoyer still got a 6.7 second gap back to Bischoff, who's up 5 on where he started, and these are all going to be coming in pretty soon. That's the halfway mark of the race about to be reached and breached. What a round 4 it has been so far. Only 2 rounds left to go. Naskidasvili looking to get this championship tied up as early in the season as possible. Another race win here will only even more firmly strengthen his grip on the top spot. 3 seconds ahead. Basir still all over the back of Lobmeyer. So the final 2 podium spots in the GT3s. Nowhere near decided for the moment. Keitel still in touch with this group as well. And there's Koifel, as you can see. He's not letting them get away. Yeah, they are staying close. Where is Erkan on track? He is not coming into the pits. Neither is Ayamulo. Michi Hoyer is staying out as well. So he's requested a pit stop. 7, 8 and 9% energy left for the hypercar drivers. Yeah, Erkan requesting a pit stop now. I think we're going to see the 3 of them just coming at the same time. Oh, Kobe Chan. Kobe Chan smashing out an incredible lap, 1 minute 34.999. So track temperature, the track temperature is coming down. It's down to 23.7 degrees. It started up at 26. So there has been a fair bit of change in the temp. That's going to keep the drivers on their toes, but it's going to help the cars get themselves that little bit more grip and less tyre damage, that's for sure. Again, we'll see everyone is on the mediums. I wonder if we'll see any of the GT3s in particular try and come out on softs. It is obviously going to be a shorter second stint. I think Naskedasvili is going to get at least another couple of laps before he comes into the pits, and certainly Bessier is in a good position. He's got himself ahead of Lobmeyer. He is ahead of Lobmeyer. My apologies, I've missed that one there. Lobmeyer is now in third, and Bessier is up to second place, and he's looking good as well. 16%. He can stay out for at least the next couple of laps. Over Lobmeyer ahead. Hoyer is in. Oh no, sorry, it's Erkan that's in. Yep, Erkan's come into the pits. Ayamulo then takes the lead, 4%. He's really cutting it close at all that. Mitchie Hoyer and now second. That's Bischoff promoted to third place. Kobe Chan, fastest car on track at the moment. That's him up to fifth. You can see everyone smashing that request button. Arda Erkan, the driver, going for the undercut here. He is still stationary. He is filling up with fuel. There we go. We can see 80% he's up to. 9% now for Naskedasvili. That will jump up when he gets close to the bottom of that. And then Bessier, Bessier's still on 15%. Yeah, wow, Bessier has done wonders with his fuel. And that looks like that is going to be... Yeah, it's going to hold him in good stead the next couple of laps, especially if the track is getting quicker. More of the GT3s looking to come in. Erkan is back out, and that's how close the hypercars are. He's back out in 14th place. Importantly for him, he is ahead of Gabor Por, the only other hypercar to have pitted so far. Por for Dakota down at the back of the grid at the moment. The Erkan machine though, he's got his BMW weaving through this battle. You can see everyone now queuing up, and that is the rest of the hypercars, coming in to the pits. Hoyer is in, Bischoff and Ayamulo into the pits as well. Yep, they're all absolutely filing in. Gottshark will come in as well. So yeah, absolute mad dash for the hypercars. Where is Erkan? He's just coming towards Parabolica now. Let's see where he gets back to. Naskedasvili is close to him as well, actually, so we'll see if he comes into the pits on this lap. 4% left. Look how much grip those hypercars have got. It's absolutely wild. That is Ayamulo on the exit. Oh, and he's already away. Oh, that is a monster overcut. Where's Mitchie Hoyer? Mitchie Hoyer's still on the exit. Let me get a look at the service times. Okay, Ayamulo was in the pit box for 5 seconds less than Erkan. That has really thrown that right over. And Bischoff has got himself ahead as well. Yeah, Mitchie Hoyer in the pits for 12 seconds longer than Bischoff, and that's put Mitchie Hoyer down to 6, just behind Kobe Chan, who is the fastest car on track at the moment. Those two had identical pit stop times, and they're coming next to one another, but that's Bischoff playing an absolute blinder through the pits up to 5th. Erkan is now running in provisional 2nd place. Ayamulo in the lead by virtue of his pit stop. Jacola and Vanner over the front of the field. In fact, that is Vanner in the pits. Jacola will be in. Oh, 1%. So Jan Jacola has run this very close indeed. Down to 1%. You'd think the engine would be stuttering at this point, but does survive to make it into the pit. So Iamilo, who's not far behind, will take the lead there. The requests are coming in for the GT3 cars. Naskedasvili is running on fumes at the moment. Besser, who's not far behind, has not requested a pit stop. The only driver in the top 6 to not be due to come into the pits. Another couple of laps. So Besser in the blue squad machine will stay out, and we've seen how well the undercut worked so far in the hypercar, although again I do think that was down to the amount of time stationary in the pits, as Jonas Varner as well in and out the pits, rapid style, a 34-second stationary pit stop. That's the quickest pit stop that we've seen so far. In fact, 2 seconds overall quicker through the pit. Yeah, that's a very quick pit stop for Varner. That's put him up to 3rd place, with Bischoff now in 4th and Mitchie Hoyer in 5th position, and a lot of chasing to do. Deschamps also doing the chasing, as well as Kobe Chan, whose position has dropped as well. There's Chan there, still got the fastest lap of the race, but is now into 7th position. So that was top 5 coming into pits, and that is straight back out. Where is Besser? Besser has stayed out, as we've seen. So he is out. There is Naskedasvili on his way back out. Kalkov as well. Keinzel is just behind. There's Joseph Koifel coming out the pits as well. Lobmeyer comes through. Yep, so the undercut not working. He's pitted before them all as well, and he finds himself firmly behind Keinzel, Kalkov and Naskedasvili. He's only just stayed ahead of Joseph Koifel. Rene Felder just coming out of the pits. Looks like he's going to come out in 7th. No, sorry, he's going to come out in 8th, because Hammerl is going to make his way past. So he is fueled to the absolute gunnels, so Hammerl will be motoring in his final stint. Koifel is not the one I was looking for, apologies, it was Felder. Cheeky flash of the lights, but yeah, back out in 8th, in Scheiste in 9th, and Plankin in 10th position. Hugh Winters in 11th, Zupan in 12th, and Eichberger about to come into the pits for his pit stop. That's been a long first stint, although an early pit stop for damage for Eichberger. So yeah, 7% fuel, so another pit stop still to take there. No pit stops planned for Iamilo, qualified in 3rd and is now running, where are we, 3.5 seconds ahead of Erkan. He was setting faster laps in the opening stint until Chan took the quickest lap, but he's still moving at a fair clip compared to the rest of the field, and that 3.8 second gap does look like it is going to at least stay the same, if not extend, by the time we get to the checkered flag. We're only 30 minutes from the checkered flag. Erkan in 2nd, Vanner in 3rd place, Bischoff in 4th, Mitchie Hoyer in 5th, Deschamps in 6th place, but Kobe Chan is right behind him. We'll keep an eye on this battle here. Only a 10th between them. Oh, as they go either side of the Lambo there. Oh, and this has opened this right up nicely for Chan into turn number 1. In fact, it looks... Oh no, erroneous data. Yep, we're going to go 3 wide with the Aston Martin there, with the Mercedes, sorry. And that is heavy on the brakes. Kobe Chan, is he going to get it done? A bit of door banging on the way through. Can Chan hang on to this one? Oh, and he steps the back end out. He's got the outside line out of the first chicane. Oh, and that is signed, sealed and delivered. Or is it? Because that is very close indeed for going into the 2nd chicane. He's surely going to have a look to take back the position as Deschamps. He's given, our Chan's given him the outside line, which is the inside. Yeah, no, he's touched those sausage curb and out on the curbing. Kobe Chan finding the traction and holding on to the position. 6th place. Oh, a bit of a wiggle there for Chan once again. Yeah, but that is some solid driving from Chan. Let's see, that puts him back up to 6th position. He's got Mitchy Hoyer 14 seconds ahead. That is a big ask as Hoyer goes past Lobmeyer. Lobmeyer himself running in 5th place. He started in 1st, of course. Oh, and he's almost put all 4 wheels on the gravel. Flashing the lights there furiously, it looks like. And it looked like an overtake. Oh, is Chansky just gone past Floral? He has. Hamill saw Florian Hamill dropping down the order. I'm not sure. Oh, he's lost it through a Ascari by the look of it. So something's going on for Hamill. Gabler Por as well. Right, okay, I think Por and Hamill have had a little bit of a side-by-side through Ascari, and that's cost Hamill a fair bit of momentum. He's running in 10th. He's lost a hatful of time to Plankin and Winters. Yeah, so you'll need to hope those tyres are still running fresh. Hugh Winters looking to catch up. They are looking pretty solid up at the front. Dario Iamulo, what a race he's had. 16 laps of sheer unadulterated patience. Behind Mitchy Hoyer when he was running in 3rd place. He's got the overtake done there. He caught up pretty close to Erkan just as Erkan was coming into the pits, but that much quicker pit stop. Seen him come back out in the lead. Let me get rid of that. And that, and we'll leave that on. And I can confirm as well, actually, no one came out on soft tyres. So no one going for a quick last stint. We'll keep an eye on Deschamps and Kobe Chan. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this one. I'm just very quickly going to rehydrate. Make sure you do stay rehydrated when you're watching the streams as well. Back in a moment, apologies. And we are back again. It's round number 4 of the Nitro Concepts LMU season 0.5 is the first series here on LFM for LMU, and what a cracker it's been so far. As I say tonight, round number 4, Monza madness and mayhem has unfolded, and we're going to see even more of it as Arda Erkan, unhappy at his undercut not working to hold on to the race lead. He has destroyed the gap between himself and Ayamilo. I think Ayamilo's previous lap there was invalid, so I'm not sure if he's had a bit of an incident while I was topping up the glass of water, but that is now a 1 second gap. It's less than a second because they're in traffic. Ayamilo has been absolutely captured here. Let's get some rear spoiler shots. Oh, very nice. So here we go then, the lead, the race for the lead in the hypercars is all coming down to Ascari and Parabolica exits now, it would seem. We've got Becerra, who has got the job done. Sorry, but let's just get an update on what's going on in the GT3s as well, because Becerra, that extra couple of laps, that has held him in phenomenally good stead. And if I just have a look here, yeah, because he's had to take on less fuel, because he's using less fuel, he was 7 seconds quicker through the pit stop than Nascadasvili. Now, the championship leader, I mean, surely, starting in 6th, finishing in 2nd, it's not bad. It's not bad when you're trying to chase down a championship, but the race win, tantalisingly close. 2 seconds up the road is Becerra, and Nascadasvili is half a second a lap quicker at the moment. So that one is going to get very close, but at the moment it is Erkan and Ayamilo that we're going to keep a close eye on, because they are close together. Only 7/10 separating them, 22 minutes left to go. That's about 16 laps in these cars. 14 laps, sorry, so that is going to be yeah, plenty of time for Erkan to try and size it with move. Both of them weaving their way through the traffic again. Whoa, and that's a big wiggle there. Cuts himself to the inside. So much grip in the BMW. He really is ragdoll in those tyres, which you absolutely love to see. East Coast Dave, very excellent podcast. Thank you very much. We got off to a bit of a ropey start. I misread the timetable. I'm probably going to get shot. But no, it's yes, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. The racing, oh, it does make them very easy indeed. He didn't make Ascari easy on himself there, though, did Erkan. That's put the gap to well over a second. It did say the Ascari exits are where it's going to be won and lost. Same with Parabolica. That's not who I'm looking for. Marco Bischoff, another driver who's had an absolute cracker of a race. He's probably had about the best race of everyone here. He's up 5 positions already. With Vanner ahead of him, up 4, but it looks like they're about to swap places, because Marco Bischoff in the Cadillac absolutely flying past the pit entrance across the start-finish line, and well and truly within slipstream range. He's only 0.3 of a second behind, and that means side by side into the first chicane. Surely, no, he can't keep up with the BMW in a straight line. Even in the slipstream, so he's going to need to get this done through the corners somehow. So yeah, the BMW got the upper hand on the Cadillac along the start-finish straight. See, and the thing is with these two as well, this is very much a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, I would say. I mean, they've made up 4 and 5 places each in the top split. That's not a bad return on investment. Of course, this is why I commentate in their race. They will want the extra positions. Bischoff will be looking at this. He won't be looking at this as I've made 5 places, that's great. He'll be looking at this like, that is a podium ahead of me, come to me. And that's what exactly what he's going to be chasing down in the GT3s. It's running as you were, although Hammerall running very quickly indeed. He's within half a second of Hugh Winters. He had a bit of an incident earlier in the race and lost a lot of momentum when he pulled over to let a lot of traffic go through as well. He's down 3 on where he started. But again, is going that little bit quicker than Winters. So we'll see if they swap places. No one going quicker than Kalkov at the moment in the GT3s, with a 1 minute 50.004, the fastest lap in the threes so far. A couple of drivers getting very close to that, as you would imagine. Naskidashvili within 6 thousandths over the Monza course. Phenomenally close. And yeah, we've got 2 battles going on for 3 podium positions. Vanner, holder of one of the podium positions, but Bischoff has got his eye on. Erkan and Ayamulo have got a podium position each. There's a bit of a touch with that GT3 and Erkan. That's not what he needed. And that has been a hugely detrimental contact there into the second chicane. That gap jumped from 0.6 of a second all the way to 1.9. Oh, De Campo shooting up the field. Oh, I think Sider has had an issue. He has. Sider's had an issue out with the first chicane there. He's found himself completely jumped. He is still up 3 positions on where he started, but he's just lost 2 there. And De Campo and Gielhood still going at it side by side as they exit. And De Campo, okay, yep, he's given the position back there. So he's redressed the position. That puts Gielhood back up to his starting position of 8th place. One of only 2 drivers in the entire grid to still be running. 3 drivers, sorry, where they started. Gielhood in 8th, Gagel in 4th. Oh no, sorry, Gagel has made up a position. He's just gone past Jacola. So yeah, there is only 2 drivers. The other one is Kalkov, who started in 5th and is still running in 5th, but he's within half a second of Lobmeyer, who started in 1st place. Here comes a hypercar. That is going to slow him up ever so slightly. No room to go side by side through there for the hypers, and that is sorry, yes, so that's Lobmeyer that we're keeping an eye on, and Kalhov who is behind them. Oh, and Becerra and Naskidashvili, I've missed the overtake there because Naskidashvili is back in the lead. So he is taking the lead. Becerra though, he started in 3rd, so he's up to 2nd. He's running a bit less fuel as well, so the car will be lighter. We've lost another half a degree off the track temperature as well. We're now sitting at 23.1. Ambient temperature's dropped a little bit, but certainly the track temperature is coming down as you would expect. But we've only got 16 minutes left of the race. In the hypercars, it is Ayamulo leading the way by 2.5 seconds after that incident involving Arkan through the second chicane. He's in 2nd with Vanner up into 3rd place. Although that is something that Marco Bischoff might have something to say about before the end of the race. Mitzi Hoyer in 5th position. Kobe Chan in 6th. Robin Deschamps in 7th. Gielhood in 8th. De Campo 9th. And Sider rounding out the top 10s ahead of Fabian Roth in the GT3s. His championship leader Naskidashvili, that is currently in the lead. He's got Becerra absolutely glued to his rear spoiler at the moment though. Quicker lap for Naskidashvili, but Becerra, as I say, he is definitely keeping him absolutely honest at the moment. Kinsel up 6 places to the podium. In fact, yeah, that's an even better. Oh no, so Bischoff could match him here actually. If Bischoff gets to the podium, that'll be both classes have a driver finishing in P3 that started in 8th. So there we go. Yeah, it looks like 8th is a pretty good place to start. Well, 1st place for Erkan is where he started. He's now down to 2nd. I tell you, 2.4 seconds. That is a big gap to make up with such little time left on the clock. I did see a few drivers that were coming for a very late pit stop at the previous race. I don't think that's going to be an issue here. They all comfortably made it past the 40-second mark. So should be absolutely good to go. Sorry, just checking a couple of technical things. Running again, so we've got another battle still going on here actually. Florian Hammerl wasn't going to get past Hugh Winters, but now Tim Zupan is getting himself involved. He's looking to gain back some places. He looks like he's going to try one into... Whoa! He's nearly got his nose chopped off into Parabolica there, but he's going to have a very nice line on the way, on the inside line, the Mercedes, with of course less centrifugal force dragging down the tyres and the acceleration. Gets a good run on the exit. The Mustang not using any slipstream along the start-finish race, so it's going to be a straight battle on the brakes into the first chicane. The two of them absolutely flying, and he jams on the anchors. Just gets his nose in front. Oh, as we've got one of the hypercars coming through as well. In fact, two hypercars coming through. Lots of lights flashing. I believe that's Hoyer. No, Iamulo. My apologies. It's race leading Iamulo. I should be instantly recognising that livery. Well, and again, I've been thrown under the bus. That 2.6 second gap is now at 1 second. That's a much better second chicane for Erkan. He's got 12 minutes to work his magic, and he has not got much tarmac between him and that race lead. Oh, Naskedashvili, he's got a 1.6 second gap over Becerre, so that traffic, the interactions there certainly helping a couple of the drivers. And Bischoff, he's going side by side, he's battling away. They're trying to get it. Oh, and that is a nice tight right-hander onto the back straight. We're going heading towards the Ascari. It's still Vanner that's got the position, but it's Bischoff that has flashed these lights, letting him know he's there, letting him know that there could be a potential overtake incoming, and it could be a double, because here comes Mitzi Hoyer. If we could actually get a decent onboard shot, there we go. So that's Hoyer then, 5th position. He started in second place. Could see himself propelled back up to 3rd here very quickly indeed if Bischoff and Varner can't get this battle sorted out. And we've got ourselves some GT3 traffic, and this is what it's all about, folks. It doesn't matter how quick you are, if you can't get through the pit stops, if you can't work out your strategy, if you can't be consistent, if you can't interact with traffic and other classes, you are in trouble. And Mitchie Hoyer sending it full up the inside of Bischoff, letting him know he's there. Bischoff having a bit of a wiggle on the way in, and there's been all kinds of concertina effect there. Bischoff having a bit of a wiggle on the way in, that unsettled Varner and Hoyer, but all three of them have survived. They've lost a bit of time to the cars ahead, but certainly not lost any time to one another. Hoyer within 4/10 out of turn number 2. Bischoff and Warner though, Varner, completely different story. Oh, and Varner's back end is bounced over the curb, and that is Bischoff got himself up onto the podium. And Mitchie Hoyer absolutely sends it up the inside. Varner lost so much momentum out of the second chicane that Hoyer has taken a position very handily indeed. And you can see he is going to try and break away. So it's now Bischoff in the Cadillac being chased by by 2 BMWs, sorry, there's more than 2 BMWs in the race. We can see absolutely tearing into Ascari. Hoyer will be keeping a wither eye on the front and back of his car, because there is more traffic coming, and they have made their way past very nicely indeed. Becerre now 1.8 seconds down. Zupan is ahead of Hammerl by quite some distance. Michi showing the inside there. Oh, I tell you what, that is some commitment on the accelerator. Amen to that. Tim Zupan has got past Hammerl and is looking to get past Hugh Winters as well now. So Zupan got that done. Missy Hoyer absolutely flying along the start finish straight. What an exit he's got out of parabolic, and he's going to have his nose in front into the braking zone. Waits till the last minute to move over to the left to make it as difficult as possible for Bischoff. Bischoff's going to try and fight back. He's going to go round the outside. Hoyer mounting the Suskirt. Oh, and he's had a bit of a wiggle. The back end of the BMW not quite keen. Not as keen on the amount of traction that Hoyer was demanding out of it there, and almost losing the back end, but that puts Hoyer smack bang in the middle. No, he doesn't. He goes round the outside into the second chicane. Is he going to make this one stick? He throws it up the outside and does make it stick this time. That is Michi Hoyer back onto the podium. Is it temporary though? Oh, that is very close indeed. And here comes Marco Bischoff's worst nightmare. That is Jonas Varner. Tucked right under that rear splitter, in fact. Never mind the rear spoiler. He's practically attached to the rear splitter. Oh, what a phenomenal battle this is. So that is Bischoff then back down to 4th place. That was temporarily. Both cars in 3rd had started in 9th position. Sorry, I said 8th earlier. It is in fact 9th. Kalkov looking for a move in the GT3s. They're still battling away in the hypercars though. Varner at the back of his group. Bischoff signalling and not able to get the move done. Let's see what Kalkov can do. He's still got the fastest lap in the GT3s with that 50.004. He's got Lobmeyer ahead of him, flashing these lights trying to put him off there. Do love the tactics. Mixed Scottish, oh my goodness, Scottish football commentator guy from QRT. Hello, hello, good evening. Hi, I wanted to ask, how would I get on the LFM ladder on LMU? I mean, certainly you can take part in the races, absolutely no problem at all. If you get yourself on to the LFM website, let me just grab, there we go. Yeah, get on there, jump on there, get yourself some races, and if you qualify for the top split, then yeah, you'll find yourself in. No problem at all. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you out on track. Is it hypercars you race, or is there any particular car you enjoy racing? The GT3s, the hypers, the LMPs? I know the 2s are absolute maniacs. There we go, raid coming in, that's into the German channel. A lot of the guys, yeah, they're doing them all in-house now. It's good to see. They've got a few good in-house commentators there, so yeah, they decided to do a lot of the stuff. I'm moving to PC soon, so wanted to try and do LFM. Okay, nice. Well, yeah, absolutely, get yourself involved. The LFM website, you've got a set of Corsa Competizione, a set of Corsa, Automobilista 2, Race Room, LMU and iRacing. Lots and lots and lots and lots. The GTEs, nice, nice. Yeah, good fun cars, as you can see here. Some phenomenal racing you get with them as well. They're still going on up in the hypercars. We've got, what, a second and a half separating the final podium position at the moment, and we've only got 7:10 separating Erkan from Ayamulo. The Porsche. We do like the sound of the Porsche. We've got Koifel. Yeah, good mix of cars in here as well. All the different classes. It does have that extra bit of spice in meatball, I believe they say. Now let's see if Kalhov has got the move done so far. Yeah, you've got to love the sound of the Aston Martins as well. They are impressive sounding cars, it has to be said. Now, which battle are we watching? We're watching Kalhov and Lobmeyer for 4th place at the moment. 5 minutes left to go. Erkan and Ayamulo, 9/10 of a second there. Bischoff still hanging on the back of Michi Hoyer. With Jonas Vanner just behind him. Bischoff up those 5 spots. He'll be keen for another one if he can. Console, nice. Well, yep, that would be you. Yeah, like I say, get yourself signed up. You get licenses and all the. It's a phenomenal. The amount of racing is just incredible. The stewarding, it's just absolutely phenomenal organisation. So, welcome in when you get here. We look forward to seeing you out on track, and hopefully all your races are podiums. And if they are, we'll probably see you here in the top split. We've got, 3.5 minutes left to go. We've got the top 2 separated by half a second. Dario Iamullo, is he going to be able to hang on? It's going to be some feat if he does. Marco Bischoff as well, still trying to get past Hoyer if he can, to reascend, or to fully ascend onto the podium. Iamullo up from 3rd to 1st. Erkan and Hoyer both down a position each. Here is Bischoff. Where is he now? Half a second. So he's going to get a bit of slipstream into turn number 1, but it's not going to be enough to impact their current running order. Oh, and in fact, speaking of current running orders, and there is a potential late pit stop as Besser under fuel. He went for the longest first stint. He had the shortest pit stop of anyone by a considerable margin. Lobmeyer looking like he's coming in as well. Oh, and Kleinsel, he's all over the back. Is Besser having to go into fuel saving mode already? Surely not. He's still got 10% left, 9%. Wow, Besser, it's all come massively underdone for Besser. I thought he'd got his strategy absolutely nailed on, bringing home the race win, but the racing gods have seen fit to throw a spanner in his work. With 2 Lexus go side by side. Oh, and that is a big bounce over those sausage curves again. He drops back into line before the double right-hander. Is Besser coming into pits? Lobmeyer is threatening to come into the pits as well. The hypercars are all still out and running. Let's see. Never drove on a console, need to try it. Cardian Valkyrie, crazy with the sound. Yeah. Love it, of course. BMW fan. Yeah, the sound of Porsches, there is something tantalising about it, that is for sure. And we've got more traffic ahead. This time it's hypercars that we're trying to go past as well. Big wiggle from the Mustang there. Gottschalk down at the back of the hypercar field. Let's see, Lobmeyer, right, so he's requested a pit stop, so has Besser. We'll see if he actually comes in. Oh, and if he is coming in on this lap, it's going to be costly. No, he's not. He has stayed out. I was going to say, he almost had to drive right across the line of one of the hypercars to go over to the pit lane there, but he didn't come in. Console's within striking distance heading into turn number 1. Yet again, he's going to go full send up the inside. He's got absolutely no choice here. He's going to reach the apex first, and he's going to have to lead. Oh, he's going to have a tap on the rear, and it's going to cause all kinds of chaos. Those two collecting themselves a hypercar. No, it wasn't Fabian Roth. I think was it Porn? One of the hypercars got caught out there by their battle. Not best pleased. Besser is now in 3rd place. Oh, and Mitchie Hoyer has requested a pit stop. 30 seconds left to go. We should keep an eye on what's going on here. The Iamullo and Erkan, they are still dueling away. 4/10 of a second. Mitchie Hoyer has requested a pit stop. Surely got enough fuel to make it to the end now. 6%. With 17 seconds left, so this is going to be his final lap. He does stay out. Besser. Oh, it looks like he might be in fuel saving mode as Lobmeyer is closing up, even though he's requested that a pit stop as well. And Kobe Chan setting the fastest lap of the race in the closing stages. No slowing him down whatsoever. He improves on the previous fastest lap, 34.966. blasting, absolutely flying. Let's see what's going on. Up at the front of the lead is Erkan. Going to retake his spot at the top of the grid where he started the race. They're coming on, they're on their way into the second right-hander before we get onto the back stretch. We're going to be chasing into Ascari. This is the final lap. Even the GT3 race leader has requested a pit stop. He's down to 5% fuel. This is going to be his final lap. He's carrying damage on that front left quarter panel as well. Ooh, that is not the best. Let's see if that slows him down any, although he's got 8 seconds. Oh, Bisser and Coinsel. Coinsel up in the second place with Bisser. He's going side by side. Bisser now retaking second place. Coinsel is going to get a done on the brakes potentially as they go side by side through the first chicane. Once again, it's Bisser that comes out in front and on top. Dario Iamulo still in the lead of the race as we head out with Parabolica. They're going to go side by side at the midsection of the corner. There's the pit entrance. Here comes the checkered flag, and it's going to be Dario Iamulo that wins it by exactly a tenth of a second after 80 minutes of racing here at Monza. That is incredible. Erkan bringing home a hard-fought and well-deserved second place. Mitzi Hoyer down 1 to third position. Bischoff gets himself fourth place, 5 positions up the field with Wagner straight into the pits in fifth place. Naskidashvili, despite carrying the damage, it looks like he's safe for the race win. Is Bisser going to finish second or third? It's all down to the battle between himself and Clemens Koitzel at the moment. On Bisser might run out of fuel. He's got 1% of fuel left as we head where are we? Through Ascari. Oh my goodness me, is Bisser going to run out of fuel? He's surely going to need to fuel save as much as possible. He's down to 1%. Naskidashvili is coming through Parabolica, so he is going to take the checkered flag, as I say, for the win in the GT3. Second and third hasn't quite been decided yet, as Coinsler has got the spot. There is Naskidashvili, championship leader, taking another race win. Phenomenal drive for him, and so close. Second and third going to be separated by 0.3 of a second as Bisser does run out of fuel. Coinsel takes second place as Bisser rolls across the line completely out of fuel. Kalkov as well. No fuel in fourth, no fuel for Lobmeyer in fifth. Keufel comes across the line in sixth place, and Felder crosses the line in seventh position. But it is Dario Iamulo that takes the top spot in the Hypers, and David Naskidashvili that takes the top spot in the GT3s. What a race that was. Tell me Race Labs has been running. It has, right, okay, it's just shut them off there, thank goodness. There we go, the rest of the drivers. Yep, we do have everyone across the line. We'll get the full results up on screen in a moment. Oh, there's Fisher Racing in the chat. Yeah, congratulations, that's some good positions for the team there. Right, I'm going to try and keep that up for the moment. And we will get the results up on screen. But yeah, thank you to everyone that's tuned in this evening and this season. Apologies, at the weekend I thought that was the last race. Tonight is the last race. We're back on the 2nd of January. It will be myself. I'll need to make sure we put that in the diary. 2nd of January, we're back for the MX-5s. On Assetto Corsa, we'll be back for more LMU. Sorry, no, 30th of December will be the last one for this year. That will be myself again for LMU. So we'll be back in 7 days for the LMUs. And then the finale of that is going to be on the 6th of January. So there is more broadcasts to come this year. One of 30th of December will be the next round for the LMU series. Spa, Imola, Portimao and Monza now all in the rear view mirror. 30th of December will be round 5 at Silverstone, and then it's the 6th of January for Le Mans. So make sure you get tuned in for that. The drivers, as I mentioned, driving for these incredible prizes. Third place will get the full immersion wind bundle, including UH1 hub. For their driving pleasure. We'll get the Silver Edition Legend Gaming Chair from Noble Chairs for second place, and first we'll receive a €500 voucher for Thrustmaster on the CaseKing.de Pro. CaseKing.de website. Almost said Pro Series there. Let's have a look and see if we've got the confirmed results. Yes, indeed we do. So let me refresh that and that. And there we have confirmation. I am Yulo in first, Erkan in second, with Hoyer in third, Bischoff, Vanner and Kobe Chan fourth, fifth and sixth. Deschamps, Gilhud, De Campo and Cider rounding out the top 10 ahead of Gabor Por. Gottschalk in 12th, Fabian Roth in 13th, Andrei Gagel in 14th and Jankovic. Yakola in 15th position. And in the GT3s, championship leading, Naskadashvili, another win, another 1,000 points. Koinzel ahead of Besser in second and third, Kalhoff in fourth, with Lobmeyer finishing in fifth place, Kreupel in sixth, Felder in seventh, in Chaiste in eighth, with Plankin and Zupan ninth and 10th. Florian Hammerl finishing 11th, with Hugh Winters in 12th place. Eichberger finishing in 13th position. Sliva and Sudorik unable to finish the race. And are the standings updated? Not quite. We're still on 3 races. So the full standings will be updated very shortly. Of course, we already shared the link in the chat for the LFM website. Make sure you get yourself over there and get signed up to the racing. Jump into the Discord as well. An absolutely incredible Discord that they've got going on, covering everything for everyone. So yeah, make sure you get yourself signed up and involved. As I say, not quite all we've got for the year. We have another LMU race on the 30th of December, but that will, of course, be after the big man in the red suit comes to visit. So hopefully we've all been on the nice list, and we'll all get a lot of presents from Santa. But most importantly, of course, hopefully your festive period is filled with the type of fun and entertainment that you enjoy. Nice and relaxed, or all visiting family, whatever it is. Make sure you enjoy it on behalf of everyone here at LFM and myself, John Wright. Again, thanks to everyone that's tuned in to the chat and said hello. Oh, there we go. I'm getting security warnings. I'm a big commentator fan. Punisheros, thank you very much indeed. I appreciate that. But yeah, thank you again to everyone. Thanks to everyone that's been liking, subscribing and sharing and all those good things on YouTube and on Twitch. That is all from me this evening though. Do please make sure you have a phenomenal Christmas break, and we will see you all back on the 30th for LMU round number 5. Until then, stay safe, take it easy and have a great Christmas break. Good night.